Oh, hello there. Don't mind me. I'm just lounging in my brand new below deck down under luxury plush robe that I got today in this insane PR package, which I will show you in just a minute. But first, welcome to a bonus episode of Bravo and Blaze. I'm your host, Jenny Blaze, and I'm pretty sure I'm a witch. Yesterday, I tweeted that I was feeling like doing a bonus episode for this week's Below Deck Down Under. And lo and behold, what shows up on my doorstep? A massive package with my name on it. Before I show you all that, make sure you're following Bravo and Blaze on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. Drop a 5-star review if you love the chaos. We have a new merch alert. Our Bravo and Blaze lighters are here, but not officially launched yet. So sign up for the newsletter at bravoandblaze.com to be the first to know when we drop. Newsletter peeps get exclusive updates, early access, and bonus perks. And if you want even more chaotic Bravo energy, head to patreon.com/Bravo and Blaze. I just posted my unpopular opinions on the White Lotus season 3. I'm not a full-blown hater, but I do have thoughts. Also, follow Bravo and Blaze on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, and Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Jenny Blaze. If you're listening on audio later, please rate and review. It really helps keep independent creators like me blazing. If you're watching live, hop in the chat. I'll be pulling in your comments and hot takes throughout the show. Okay, let's talk about this PR package. Oh my gosh. Shout out to the Below Deck Down Under team because this was luxury on a whole other level. I opened this box and inside was this amazing tray with a bottle of Vouv. I don't even drink alcohol, but it's amazing. They also have these candies from Bon Bon, a Swedish candy company, sweet wild strawberry fish and sour peach fish. I'm not going to try those right now, but I have other things to show you. Look at this luggage that they gave. Hold on. I got too many cords here. Like, hello. Thank you. And they even personalized it. JB. And inside, another personalized wallet. Look at that. I'm ready to come aboard, Captain. Look, that's not even everything, okay? They also included this candle. Smells like the Seychelles. Love. Oh, it smells so good. Wait, let me move this slide because this is the whole package. But anyways, this smells good. This is sea salt, orange peel, sage, moss, eucalyptus, patchouli, and teak wood. I'm going to use my Bravo and Blaze lighter and light this shit up right now. Yeah, Luann. I swore. We love this. Okay, what else? Oh my God. These cookies are insane. Look at this super yacht cookie. They also gave a Captain Jason face on a cookie. Isn't that amazing? But I feel like most people are going to like this cookie. The Budgie Smugglers, Below Deck Down Under. We love. Also, it's not even over yet. I have more to go. I saw this box was in there, and it says Compartes. I think I said that right. I don't know. But look at this. Look at this. Ba-dow! Oh my God, I don't want to spill it. But we got chocolates that have the Bravo logo and anchors on them. Yum, 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 yum. Should I try it right now? I'm trying to get ready for my summer body, but I might eat a cookie. We'll see. But also, we're still not done. A whole tin of potato chips. Ow, I just hit myself. I'm going to have to try these too. But then also, it's not over. They gave this rotating charcuterie board that actually would qualify as a sea-cuterie board because it's like the wheel of the ship. It moves. And look at this. Ow! Yeah. Hello. There's all these little knives in here for cutting your cheese. Who doesn't love to cut their cheese up? Okay, one last thing I want to show is this. This was the first thing in there in the box when I opened it. I was like, what?
Hi, this is Captain Jason from Below Deck Down Under. I hope you've been watching the season and loving it. If not, catch up on the season on Peacock now. Woo! The drama is only going to get more intense now. There's going to be crew drama, crew love, guest drama.
Well, I guess Johnny doesn't quit.
Galley drama. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's all got
Tzarina, I could tell you.
Make sure to keep watching. I'll see you in the Seychelles.
Love it. I also wouldn't hate it if they took me on a yacht, a chartered yacht. But you know, I'm very happy and very grateful. Look at this. Ugh, I'm sweating. This plush robe is so warm. Okay. Oh my gosh, Max is here. We have Cassie. Yes. Thank you for being here in the chat. Okay. Now that I've gone through the package, oh my God, this candle is just to die for. All right. I don't want to use it all up. I'm blowing it out right now. I'm a candle hoarder. Yeah, that's right, Luann. I'm a candle hoarder. Anyways, the whole package was giving primary guest energy. So thank you again to the team. Y'all are doing it right over there. All right, let's get into Below Deck Down Under, Season 3, Episode 10, A Greek Tragedy. Tensions boil over when a crew member stirs chaos among the team. Their behavior tests loyalties and patience. Okay. This episode really kind of shook me a little bit. There was just like a lot going on. So I'm going to walk through the episode and kind of just read my notes. But we kick off this episode with Wihan. Wait, hold on. Before I move forward, I have to show you guys. I have the pictures of everyone on the cast because until this episode, this is episode 10, I didn't even know everyone's names. Like I knew most of their names, but not all the females. So if you need a quick reminder, I'll go through. Obviously, Captain Jason is our captain. Our chief stew is Lara. We have Marina, who is a stew. We also have Brianna, who is a stew. Adair is half stew, half decky. Tzarina is the chefy. Alesia is the sous chef. Love her. Wihan, boo. We don't like him. He's the bosun. Then we have Johnny as a deckhand. And Harry. We love Harry. Harry's a deckhand as well. And again, we have Adair because she's part-time, I guess, or whatever. But let's go. Let's bring up Wihan's picture because he is in the hot seat. Yeah, Wihan, I'm talking about you. So we kick off this episode with Wihan tattling on Laura, the chief stew, tattling to Captain Jason, and of course, but all because she raised valid concerns about the deck not being finished before the guests were up. That's, I think, on par with her job. And Captain Jason basically was giving energy that felt like snitches end up in ditches. He's like, we don't throw people under the bus. And I love that. I love that about Captain Jason. But Captain Jason, for me, is a little bit too hands off. And I'm only saying that because we clearly have an awful bosun. And if he was just a little bit more hands-on, maybe all this wouldn't be going down. But whatever. I blame it all on Wihan anyways. So Wihan, after he goes and tattles on Laura to the captain, he starts grilling Harry as if Harry's the one who messed everything up. Like, I think Johnny rinsed things off after the foam party, and then Harry is the one who like got up in the morning. Things weren't done, but when Harry went to the whiteboard, I guess things were checked off, so Harry assumed they were done. Wouldn't you? If I see a check mark, I am definitely thinking that's done, and I'm not going to go and redo it. Like, why? But Wihan's like, no, that's not how we do it. He's talking over Harry, wouldn't even let Harry explain what was going on, and wouldn't even say what Harry supposedly did wrong. He's just yelling and power tripping while Harry is standing there being respectful and trying to clarify directions. I already started getting mad. Wihan even misspeaks in this moment, then acts like Harry is the one who misunderstood. This makes me really start to hate Wihan because his attitude, his energy is just so negative, toxic, and unwarranted. He's not even doing his job. Ugh, I'm so annoyed with him. Harry, then we see Harry talking about Joao. And let's not forget, let's be very clear, Joao is a twat, but even he had clearer communication than Wihan. And Harry spoke very highly of Joao as a bosun. So if he's comparing Joao and saying like Wihan is that bad, then he must be really bad. Obviously, we're not there. We don't know everything, but it seems like it from watching this. Anyways, while this is going on, Wihan somehow still manages to squeeze in some time to flirt with Tzarina. I cannot roll my eyes harder at this guy. He grosses me out. He's already made out with Adair, who is his subordinate, by the way. And he wrote her a 3-page love letter after making out with 2 women on the boat. Captain Jason, get your crew on a leash. Anyways, let's fast forward to the drama. Wihan's trash-talking Harry to Adair and Johnny. He's such a twat. I'm sorry. Joao was a twat, but it's Wihan. I like that word, twat. Captain Jason checks in with Laura, and she called it. She's like, Wihan constantly offloads responsibility onto everyone else. And she gave an example, like, if you came to somebody and said the interior was a mess, that would be my responsibility, not the stew's. But Wihan, his go-to is always to just blame it on somebody else. Let's see what happens after that. When Johnny, oh my gosh, yeah. So Johnny calls out Wihan for being quote unquote sensual with Tzarina. Johnny's getting nervous. He's like, Wihan is pretty much a player. I mean, he didn't say these words, but we get that vibe. We can see it. He's getting concerned because he's been going to bat for Wihan, and he's like been his right-hand man. And like, I can kind of see Johnny's perspective where he's like, I want to be on my bosun's good side. But then if your bosun sucks and he's starting to like play all these games, then yeah, I think you have reason to doubt him as a leader. But I don't know. Wihan brushed it off. He's like, I kiss my mom that way. Excuse me? What? I don't think so. But Johnny, in this moment, there's a lot of things going on. One, he's like trying to like figure out how he can talk to Wihan to kind of calm all the tension that's going on with the crew. And then on the other hand, he's like, by the way, he opens a knife and says, stay away from Alesia. Okay. Oh my God, below deck down under, turning into the Godfather real fast. Oh my gosh, that was kind of scary actually. But we then see Captain Jason having a mentor moment with Marina, and they hug it out because on last episode, she got a little snippy with him. He was like, I'm not having it, but they hugged it out, whatever. Let's see. Meanwhile, one of the guests is like complaining about breakfast. Well, not complaining about breakfast. He was just like trying to communicate with Laura, saying that, Cindy is asking me to push off breakfast and like telling me what to do. She's not even my girlfriend. But I think he told Laura to just placate Cindy, whoever Cindy is. And even though the charter guests were like, can you just hold off on bringing all the food up? Laura told, what's her name? Tzarina, like, oh, we have change in plans. They want to hold off. And Tzarina's like, well, the food's ready. So you just tell them whatever. She like brushes off Laura. I felt bad for Laura a little bit, but also like because of the situation, like let's keep in mind Tzarina didn't know what went down with the charter guests. And even Laura, I don't think really understood what was going on and the reasoning why they were asking to change things around. So in this situation, I don't think that it was a huge deal that Tzarina just kind of overrode what Laura said and sent out the food. But Laura made a good point. She's like, this is a reflection on me. I'm the one who has to face the guests. You're just in the galley cooking food. What do you know about, service or whatever? And I get that, but I kind of see both sides because what are you going to do? If you've already made breakfast, it's all plated, it's all ready to go. It's not like you just like, okay, fine. Then it's just going to sit there. Come on, get it together. I don't know. Who do you guys think is right and who's wrong in this scenario? Anyways, let's see what else happened. What else happened? So Tzarina starts talking down to Laura. She's like, you're not a chef, so you don't understand timing. Like, Tzarina, please just make the food. At one point, Johnny brings Alesia a flower. Super cute. I love how he's doting on her and like courting her. They seem really cute together. Tzarina, though, she just cannot help herself. She inserts herself, like clearing her throat, like, you're going to come in here and not say hi to me kind of thing. And he like Johnny comes over and gives her a hug, and she goes, you know, we used to be best friends before she came. Girl, chop the damn herbs. Simmer the sauce. What are you doing? She just like, her insecurity is so painfully obvious. And I can't stand it. Anyways. Later, Wihan yells at our Harry over the radio in front of everyone, and then makes a snarky comment about the jet ski. Harry's like, hey, you know, just a reminder that we didn't fill up the jet ski last night. Wihan's response is, Harry, we are honored. Thank you. He is one petty bitch. He's passive aggressive. He feels threatened by Harry. And he even like makes a dig to Johnny. He feels very comfortable venting to Johnny. He's like, what? Does he want to be the bosun now? Chill the fuck out, dude. Maybe like focus on your job and then get territorial. You're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing because you're too busy trying to hook up with everybody. God, who's worse, Gary or Wihan? I feel like Gary might have been able to at least do the job. No, he sucks. I love how the way they edit everything, they show when Wihan and Harry are bickering on the radio. Everyone's like, whatever. Captain Jason hears the drama, obviously, and tells them, come on, guys, we need to work together. I mean, that's embarrassing, Wihan. I'd be embarrassed if I was him. Anyways, we move on. The guests leave, so they got their tip. They got a $25,000 tip, which is $1,920 each, USD. That's what my Anasia Robinson would say. USD in my pocket. Adair winds up getting the dunce cap. Captain Jason announces they get a private beach trip tomorrow. But meanwhile, we fast forward a little bit to the aftermath of, well, actually, this is the beginning of their night out. Wihan is texting Tzarina before his day with Adair, asking how she feels. Like, why are you asking Tzarina? Why are you involving Tzarina in your courtship with Adair? It's so weird to me, especially when they like had a little thing and it didn't even finish because they are still canoodling. And I just find this to be trash behavior. I'm sorry, I don't like Wihan. But why is he? I mean, maybe I could see him being like, oh, maybe this is how I friend zone her. But still, it's just like, just cut it off if you don't want to have a relationship with someone. It's just fucking annoying. God, I hate him. Anyways, okay. Harry, bless his heart. He tried to have a mature conversation with Wihan about his tone. Wihan tells him not to take things personally and then drops the most hypocritical line. If there's something wrong, come to me. If there's nothing wrong, leave me alone. Sir, that's not how communication works. Later on at dinner, Tzarina is texting Wihan while Wihan is texting Tzarina while he's out with Adair, who she knows he just wrote a love letter to. And then she tells the entire crew that Wihan grabbed her ass and kissed her neck before the date. Johnny, let me switch to Johnny's picture. We need more Johnny right now. Johnny hears this and he's kind of shook by this. He's like, really? And the girls, I mean, it's just this whole crew dinner. Harry is being very open about his disdain for Wihan and like the tension that they have. Johnny, I feel like, is starting to get the vibe that like maybe Wihan isn't the best, but he's still on board. He's still Team Wihan. And after Wihan and Adair have their weird, awkward date, like they clearly are not a good match, but whatever. They show up and the girls tell Adair what Tzarina told them while Tzarina is talking to Johnny alone and telling Johnny or asking Johnny how he's doing in his role. Does he feel like he gets a lot of direction? He didn't really have anything bad to say about Wihan, but then he starts talking about Harry and how Harry or Tzarina gave like a leading question. She's like, would you say he doesn't take initiative? And Johnny is just kind of agreeing. Tzarina, she's the messy one, actually. Tzarina gets all the points for being messiest cast member on this last episode. Oops. Esther, there she is. Tzarina, I don't know why. Maybe she's like, maybe because she's not hooking up with anyone, she's like, let me just stir the fucking pot. Because she goes and tells Harry what Johnny said. And then Johnny goes and talks to Wihan and tells him what is being said. It's just like a big shit show. But Johnny, he does go and talk to Wihan about all the things that were said. He's like, he doesn't even ask Wihan to clarify, confirm, validate, or anything. He's like, even if half of this stuff is true, just please stop. And he's like, I think the way that Johnny was trying to warn Wihan, like Wihan took that as, oh, everyone's talking bad about me, because he's so self-absorbed, he can't even wrap his head around the fact that he's doing something totally inappropriate in this work environment and isn't even doing his fucking job. I can't stand him. But whatever, Tzarina got in there doing her dirty work. And of course, Wihan rolls his eyes. Classic gaslighter. He denies, he deflects, whatever. So after Tzarina tells Harry what Johnny's been saying, obviously Harry's upset. Oh my gosh. So they go back to the boat, and Wihan actually started this conversation with Harry. Harry was just changing clothes, and Wihan's like, I need you to stop what you're doing. Stop. And he kept repeating it. Harry's like, okay. And Harry was being so obedient. He was just like, okay. Like he was taking the orders, and he's like, aye, Captain. Like, what do you want him to say, Wihan? And he's like, just stop. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. And Wihan's just escalating, getting more and more heated. And Harry's like, can you elaborate on what I need to stop doing? And Wihan wouldn't even let him talk. And he's like, no, I'm not going to elaborate. What? Dude, someone needs to do something about this guy. Captain Jason, please do something about this guy. But Harry winds up walking out. He's talking to himself out by, like, I don't know, the outside of the boat or whatever. And he's like, I'm walking off. And this is when Tzarina comes up. She's looking for Harry. Harry gives her the 411 on what's going on. He starts to cry. I felt immense sadness and then rage. Like, there's nothing that makes me more mad than people who are hurting who shouldn't be hurting. How dare you back up off of Harry? Oh my God. But it was bad. Wihan is still going, still yapping to Johnny. He leaves, even though Wihan's still going. He's like, let's calm down. Let's, whatever. He goes to find Harry. Harry's like, no, not right now. Not right now. And Johnny's like, well, I wanted to come to you and see you, blah, 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 whatever. And he's like, not now. And Johnny's like, well, he doesn't go away, which is kind of annoying. But he just starts insisting, like, well, Wihan thinks that you're talking bad about him, and all the negative energy is coming from Tzarina and Lara. And Tzarina's like, she shut that down real quick. She's like, anything that Laura and I have with Wihan has nothing to do with Harry. And Johnny's like, yeah, it's between them two. And Serena's like, if it's between them two, then why are you out here? And Harry's like, yeah, why are you out here? Oh my God, it was like so sad. But, anyways, Johnny winds up leaving. But then in the last few minutes, this is when everything really got chaotic because Alesia is drunk, okay? Earlier, before they went out to dinner, Alesia and Johnny were having a really cute moment. They're like cuddling and stuff. And she's like, would it be weird if I cuddled in your bunk, since your boss is in there, whatever? And he's like, you can come and cuddle, and I promise to be respectful. And they kiss, and it seemed like that was going to happen. Well, Alesia, she goes into the cabin. Wihan is sleeping. Nobody else is in that cabin. She starts climbing into Wihan's bunk, and she's like, Johnny, and you can see the way that she's looking, like there's no lights on. This is night vision, camera work going on. She's like looking, you can tell she can't see Wihan, but she thinks it's Johnny, and she just gets into bed with him anyways. And Wihan just starts cuddling with her. And I didn't know. I still don't know how I feel about this because one, I really truly do think that Alesia did this by mistake. She thought that was Johnny. I do believe that. However, with Wihan, I do believe he was awoken from his slumber and may have been disoriented when he woke up. But after she said Johnny like the third time or whatever, I feel like he should have, I don't know. Should he have had the wherewithal in that moment to be like, I am not Johnny? Because I feel like that's the consensus that most people are saying. What do you guys think? Chris T said that was wild. Alesia definitely by mistake. Wihan will out. Wait, I can't see. Wihan will out his boat in any port available. No, but the crazy thing about this is like they were talking about this at dinner because she's like, Johnny's trying to stick up for Wihan, and Alesia's like, Johnny, I love the way that you pay attention to me, but I have to say, with all sincerity and honestly, if you were giving that attention to everyone else, I would have to debate your sincerity. And that is a valid point. So it's just wild. And he specifically said, stay away from Alesia with a knife in his hand. So at this point, Alesia is laying in bed with Wihan. Okay. Wihan was just shooed away by Harry, who's upset. He walks into his cabin. Everyone gets up and looks, and Alesia's like, oh my God. She's like, I'm so sorry. I thought that was you. And Johnny's just like, what the fuck? And he just like walks out and he's like, what did I just see? Alesia like bolts out. She's like, I'm so sorry, Johnny. That was a mistake. I thought that was you. And he just like lightly, he was so calm with her, and he just tapped or put his hand on her and was like, it's okay. And then he walks into his room, and then essentially goes into a full spiral. He's like, he tells Wihan, Wihan's like, what's going on? What's going on? Because Johnny walks in and goes, this is my ticket. I quit. And Wihan's like, what happened? What happened? And Johnny is not having it. He's like, if I hear a little bit more talking, this boat will sink. I promise you. So please, don't fucking talk to me. And that's when he punches the cabinet and he's just like losing his mind. He covers the camera with like clothing. And just like that, everything switched from a Bravo Below Deck Down Under episode to a Dateline NBC episode. That's how it felt. At least. To be continued. What the heck? I just had to come on here and do a bonus episode because this Below Deck Down Under was a lot. Like, we're 10 episodes in and we haven't seen anything like this so far. So, wow. What is Chris saying? Wihan grabbed Tzarina's ass and kissed her neck before his date, then went out with Adair, then was all about grinding up on Alesia. No problem at all. I know. What do you think he's going to do? Do you think Johnny's going to beat the shit out of Wihan? Oh my God. I mean, according to this message from Captain Jason, it looks like Johnny's still on the show. So I don't know. I'm going to be really, really mad if Harry is gone. If Harry quits, we're going to have problems. I'm writing a letter to Captain Jason. Legit. Oh my gosh. What else? This whole episode was unhinged in the best and worst ways. We had manipulation, tears, fist punching, betrayal, a gaslighting Olympic performance from Wihan. I don't know where the season is headed, but if Wihan stays on board after this, I am going to write a strongly worded email to Captain Jason. But that's all we have for today on this bonus episode. Thanks for tuning into Bravo and Blaze. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast wherever you're listening. Catch the visual experience on YouTube. Tap the like button and drop a comment. If you want more chaos, join the inner circle on Patreon at patreon.com/Bravo and Blaze. Shop the signature Bravo and Blaze lighters launching soon. And follow everywhere at Bravo and Blaze and at Jenny Blaze on YouTube. Until next time, stay lit, y'all.